4 Episode 5 Recap. Did the right artists win seats in the finale? Poll. On Episode 5 of this first season of The 4, 2 new challengers and 2 comeback artists won the right to challenge one of the quartet of contestants for a seat. Do you think that the right 4 were put through to the finale by the audience on February 1st? Vote in our poll at the bottom of this post and then sound off in our comments section about this new reality competition series hosted by Fergie. Episode 5 was taped before the decision that record executive Charlie Walk will not be a judge in the wake of allegations of inappropriate behavior. First up was Vincint Cannady, who impressed the panel of judges, singers Sean Combs, DJ Khaled and Meghan Trainor and Walk, with his soaring rendition of Magic by Coldplay. Cannady decided to go after the seat won by Jason Warrior in week 2. Back then, he'd won the right to challenge with his performance of Love Me Now, and his version of Radioactive earned more votes than Saeed Renault's Suspicion. He successfully defended his seat in week 3 with Love on the brain-trouncing Jefferson Clay, who failed to get started with Ignition. In week 4 he held on to his seat by a margin of less than 1% with his so-so performance of Titanium by Sia, while Ravon fared even worse with Have You Ever by Brandy. This week, Warrior took on Ordinary People by John Legend but struggled with the high range of the song. Vincent went on to win over the audience with a silky smooth version of Sittin' Up in My Room by Brandy. Sign up for Gold Derby's newsletter with experts' latest predictions. Next to win a chance to challenge was Fergie McKinney, who showed her true grit by dedicating her performance of Rise Up by Andra Day to her late father. She opted to face off against Kendall Page, who had only gotten her seat in week 4 when she earned the right to challenge her rollicking rendition of Me, Myself and I by G-Eazy X Baby Rexha. She ousted Xavier, who'd won her seat way back in week 1. She went with Rihanna's Diamonds in week 4 but sounded rough, while Kendall cuddled up to Pillow Talk by Zayn and earned enough votes to send Xavier packing. Paige sent a clear message to the audience when she sang Stay by Alessia Cara. But the public preferred McKinney's scorching performance of I Never Loved a Man, The Way I Loved You, by Aretha Franklin. The competition shifted to the 4 comeback artists. Candice Boyd and Saeed Renault went head-to-head while Lash Minor was pitted against Xavier. First up was Renault with a pitch-perfect performance of All My Life by Casey and JoJo, but Boyd blasted him out of the competition with her rendition of Love by Keisha Cole. She chose to challenge Nick Harrison. As with Paige, Harrison only won his seat in week 4 with Survival of the Fittest by Mobb Deep. Harrison had less luck this week when he sang All the Way Up by Fat Joe to defend his right to a seat. Boyd had won a seat in week 2 over Minor before being bounced in week 3 by Tim Johnson Jr. She proved to the audience that she deserved a place in the final with her version of X Factor by Lauryn Hill. See the 4-judge Charlie Walk won't be on February 8 finale. Minor delivered a major cover of When I Was Your Man by Bruno Mars. But it was Xavier, who had only lost her seat in week 4, who earned a right to sing in the final with her soaring performance of Bodak Yellow by Cardi B. She chose to challenge Johnson Jr., who was spared from having to defend his seat in week 4. He went with Earned It by The Weeknd. But it was not entertaining enough for the audience, who preferred Xavier's version of Say Something by A Great Big World. So there you have it, the final 4 artists in contention on season 1 of The 4 are Candice Boyd, Vincint Cannady, Fergie McKinney and Xavier. Are you happy with this result, or do you think that the audience got it wrong with at least one of these choices? Vote below and then sound off in the comments section.